Hello, I'm Peter Bell. I'm here with Mickey Fulp, the mercenary geologist. We're at PDAC 2018. Hello, Mickey.
Hi, Peter.
Very nice to be talking with you. I haven't had the chance to stop you in the hallways yet or speak with you at all. I haven't seen you at any of the parties or anything. I feel like I've been missing out.
Well, I've been trying to stay out of the really late parties because I'm doing business here. Been really busy. I think we've seen each other in passing a couple of times, but I'm walking fast and going in one direction, and you're probably not walking quite so fast because I think you tend to saunter more than I do. But I only do this because I'm usually running a bit late. Yeah.
Well, in most shows I go to, I kind of float around and just see where the winds take me.
Yeah.
Listen a lot and try to be a good speculator, finding strange developments to follow. But a little bit of a different scenario here, trying to help a company, and it's a different experience.
It certainly is. So you're experiencing. I first started coming to PDAC in 1989. And there might be 3 or 4 years that I missed it since then. And it just, for the most part, it has continued to grow. When I first started coming, it was in the Royal York Hotel. Yep. And they don't even call the Royal York Hotel the Royal York anymore. But that said, a lot of parties still over there.
Yeah.
There's a classic example of what PDAC does to you. I don't know if you saw when you walked out on the OneonOne hall there. Yep. You looked over to your right, and there's 2 millennial types just completely passed out in chairs. One guy's sitting here like this, and the other guy's like that. And I go, I wonder how late they were out last night. They're obviously learning what PDAC can do to you.
Well, and Ontario in the winter here too. That's being from the West Coast.
This is one of the warmest ones I've seen. Yep. It will actually be above freezing every day for the 5 days that I will be here by the time this thing is said and done. And so far, there's no precipitation. So this is pretty unusual. Yep. I mean, I've seen times here that it really didn't get above -10, -12,
brutal,
-15 the entire time you're here. So the first time I came here in 1989, I thought I was going to get my ears frostbit because I'm walking like 3 blocks from the hotel to Royal York, and I was really concerned about that. But I actually had hair in those days, so I could pull my hair all the way down. Had long hair probably, and try to button up. But yeah.
Well, in the one-on-one meetings today and tomorrow, those are a nice part. The tail end of the conference.
It's something they've been doing for a while. This is the same people that run the precious metal summits in Beaver Creek and Zurich, and they came in here last year. And it gives you a chance. I only did it this morning because I've got all this other talking head sort of stuff to do, but it was really nice to spend the morning looking at some companies that wanted to talk to me, and I mutually wanted to talk to them. Yep. So it's a two-way street. That's on great. These things. And
how is it being a talking head?
Well, I've done it so long, I just keep talking. I don't know. Bobbing up and down and talking. Pretty easy, actually.
Well, any changes, surprises that you see in the macro scene?
I guess I'm surprised as how little interest there is in this sector on the Toronto Venture Exchange. I mean, the attendance here, I don't know, they're speculating 24,000 people. Which is up from last year. You would expect it, but there's just really not a lot of interest in the general junior resource sector. I think that once again we've had another year where the good companies prospered and did very well, and the bad companies continue to get worse and worse. Mm-hmm. But that's really healthy for the market. You know, there's 1,200 of them still, and that's still way too many in my estimation. and so we're still separating the wheat from the chaff here, I think.
Well, maybe so, but there seems to be some good bargains out there. I've encountered a few what would look to be good companies to me that aren't getting any love from the stock market, and that's okay too.
I would say that's exactly true. So that's my speculating philosophy is contrarian. We want companies that are unknown, unwanted, unloved, and undervalued. And I'll come out of this conference with a couple of new stock picks, I think, and they may not come out for a month or two, but I've seen some intriguing things. And I'm, once again, very focused on the Americas.
Yeah. Well, and shout out Steve Sugarwood with unloved, undervalued, and in an uptrend, I think is one of his taglines for great contrarian specs.
Yep. Well, contrarians got to have patience, so we take our positions and we wait till they move. And they will move. 52-week high lows. Most companies going to have a double.
Yep.
If we pick at the right time, we'll get our double and we'll make money.
And I'll ask, are there any picks that you'd mention now?
Well, probably since the last show I was at, I have one new pick, and that's Ely Gold Royalties. I got 4 other ones: Trilogy Metals, Allegiant Gold, Integra Resources, Eagle Plains Resources. I added Ely Gold Royalties right after the Vancouver show. It's got a market cap of less than $10 million when compared to its junior gold royalty peers. It's undervalued by 5 to 10 times, so that looks like a no-brainer to me.
Well, and great to hear Eagle Plains mentioned there too. I just spent some time talking to Tim Termundi, and wow, really
there's good things coming with that spin out. That's a 1-for-2 spin out, so you're essentially getting a 50% dividend, and you can actually go and buy the stock probably for about another month here and get the spin out, and will be a drop deadline on that. I think it's going to be about a month from now.
That's right. That's what he was saying. I was under the impression that these spin-outs from a prospect generator, I saw Almaden and Almadex, and now a third spinco that they're announcing. I thought that they were kind of breaking new ground with that. Really pleased to hear the backstory on Eagle Plains and how many times they've done it before.
Right, right. I think this is their 4th spin-out.
That's right.
One worked extremely well. The other 2 did not reward shareholders as much, but these prospect generators, that's one way to reward your shareholders are with these spin-outs. So generally takes a discovery or the right ground in the right place to do that. And Eagle Plains has done that once again, or is doing it once again.
And Taiga, thank you very much. In Saskatchewan, talking about some connection to large-scale geological structure, goes on through South Dakota, a homestake mine. Wow, high-level conceptual stuff is amazing.
All the way from northeast of La Ronge all the way to Leeds, South Dakota. How's that sound?
Well, it's going to disrupt a lot of the farmers. I don't know if you're going to be able to.
Exactly. Not a lot of rocks in a lot of that belt. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. As always, my pleasure.